Welcome to CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
The Chickasaw Cultural Center welcomes thousands of visitors every year.
People enjoy everything that the Cultural Center has to offer, and that includes the beautiful landscape.
The landscape here features a wide variety of plants, flowers, and even vegetables.
They're all part of a new program that showcases a farm-to-table experience.
Anybody familiar with a pawpaw?
The Chickasaw Cultural Center is a tourist destination in Sulphur, Oklahoma. This is where visitors learn about native culture and now the importance of agriculture.
It's beautiful and it's green, and the most important thing to me is knowing that we are growing plants that our ancestors grew, and we have them right here on site at the Cultural Center to share with our fellow Chickasaws and to any visitor who comes to visit.
Agritourism is a new part of the Cultural Center experience.
These grow anywhere from Oklahoma all the way to Mississippi.
The agri-tours are held in small groups, led by a visitor services guide and the horticulture department.
Makes a little bitty fruit.
What that will involve is showing people different areas of our shrub beds where we have actually vegetables or herbs growing, and they are harvested from our cafe. Then we go down to our spiral garden. We talk about what's growing in our spiral garden. We talk about the importance of the plants that are in the garden. There are a lot of people now who live in urban areas, and they don't have the opportunity to be out in a large rural setting growing their own gardens. So we want to show them how they can do that even with small container gardening. You can start out small with a small container. You might want to start with either a real easy vegetable to grow or an herb. And once you get the hang of doing that, you always want to grow more.
The plants at the Cultural Center reflect those that grew in the Chickasaw homeland. They add beauty to the grounds here. Some serve as food, others have medicinal value.
This is how our ancestors healed themselves. They had to count on their knowledge of what each plant would do for each ailment. And to think that hundreds of years later, we still are learning about these, we're talking about these, we're sharing the information with other people of how our ancestors used these plants.
It's Mother Nature, and whatever we put into the earth, she gives back to us.
Lana Duke is a Chickasaw Medical School student. This agri-tour gives her new insight on health and healing.
Food is medicine, and medicine is food, and it comes from Mother Nature, and so it just goes hand in hand, and it's so important to provide healthy, our earth provides healthy foods, but to actually cultivate it and bring it to our table.
The last stop of the agri-tour is a cooking session with the Cultural Center's chef. Visitors see how a healthy meal is prepared using ingredients grown on site.
People are wanting to live healthy, and we want to show them ways that they can start and they can live healthy. We send everybody home with seed packets and or plants. I think anyone who participates in growing will find a sense of joy, a sense of satisfaction, and a sense of purpose.
We're amazed to learn the number of plants and herbs that are grown here at the Chickasaw Cultural Center, each with a purpose. The agri-tours are 2 to 3 hours long, very educational and hands-on.
Well, the new agri-tour season is underway this month. For more details, visit ChickasawCulturalCenter.com for the next agri-tour date in September. These Chickasaw youth tried a new sport that's similar to the traditional native game of stickball. The difference? Lacrosse players use one stick. Lacrosse is one of the fastest growing team sports in the country. Youth who play stickball catch on quickly to this sport.
The sports are very much so team related. There's a lot of strategy, there's a lot of passion and pride, and just the spirit of the game is so interrelated. The skills, the passing, the catching, the physicality, the awareness that you have to have for stickball and for lacrosse.
Lacrosse was one of the featured sporting activities in a recent Chickasaws Are Playing summer camp. The Chickasaw Cultural Center hosted Native Creativity, presenting wearable art inspirations. This was a fashion event that showcased beautiful clothing, unique designs, jewelry, and accessories. The works of 5 native designers were featured. The items were available for the public to enjoy and to purchase. The 5th annual Holba Pisachi Native Film Festival was also held at the Chickasaw Cultural Center. The 2-day festival featured 19 films in the Anoli Theater and panel discussions that include some insight on the upcoming Chickasaw Nation Productions film about the life of Montford Johnson, a Chickasaw rancher. Look for more on that movie coming soon.
Preparations are underway for the largest event in Chickasaw country, the Chickasaw Nation's annual meeting and festival.
A gathering of our people is set for September 27th through October 5th. Enjoy the week-long celebration, many cultural events, sporting activities, the Princess Pageant, and more.
The festival begins on Friday, September 27th, and leads up to Governor Bill Anatubby's State of the Nation address on Saturday morning, October 5th. Look for highlights here on CNTV.
We'll look for you there at the Chickasaw Nation's annual meeting and festival. See you next time on CNTV.